Jade Cargill has been trying to make a name for herself on WWE SmackDown after her win over Naomi at WrestleMania 41. Today, the Storm broke character mid-match and kissed Brandon Phillips, her real-life husband on the blue brand. Brandon Phillips dedicated his life to Major League Baseball and gave over a decade to the industry. Phillips also spent over a decade with the Cincinnati Reds. After giving over 15 years to the sport, Phillips left MLB after his run with the Boston Red Sox. While the legend has worked for independent associations, he has always supported his wife, Jade Cargill, in following her wrestling aspirations, whether it was in AEW or currently in WWE. On the recent edition of Friday Night SmackDown, Jade Cargill faced Nia Jax in a #1 contenders match. During the match, Cargill was thrown out of the ring, and she took a moment to embrace her husband on live television when she kissed the former MLB star. The moment wasn't scripted, but it wasn't enough for the Storm to win, as she lost the match to the irresistible force. Last year, Jade Cargill was mysteriously attacked on Friday Night SmackDown and spent months away from the weekly product. Upon recovering from the said attack, she revealed Naomi was the attacker, and the two feuded leading up to WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. After getting a win over the Glow in Las Vegas, Cargill decided to focus on the women's division and went after Tiffany Stratton's WWE Women's Championship. Later, Nick Aldis booked a one-on-one bout between Jade Cargill and Nia Jax to determine a new #1 contender for Tiffy Time's championship. On the recent episode of Friday Night SmackDown, Jax and Cargill had a stellar back-and-forth bout for the opportunity to face Tiffany Stratton. However, Naomi appeared ringside and attacked the champion. This caused a distraction, and Nia Jax took advantage of it. WWE SmackDown is no stranger to jaw-dropping moments, but the recent episode left fans stunned and talking for days after Jade Cargill, one of the biggest rising stars in WWE, shared an unexpected, yet undeniably captivating, moment with MLB legend Alex Rodriguez. In a twist that blended sports, entertainment, and the unexpected flair of WWE's theatrics, Jade Cargill planted a kiss on A-Rod during a live segment, setting the internet ablaze with reactions. This moment wasn't just a fun celebrity cameo. It had all the hallmarks of a WWE storyline: surprise, drama, and a little bit of romance. But what was the reason behind this unexpected kiss? Was it a scripted part of WWE's evolving narrative, or a spontaneous moment that added yet another layer of intrigue to Cargill's growing legacy in the company? Let's dive into what happened on SmackDown, the relationship between Jade Cargill and A-Rod, and how this moment has ignited an entirely new conversation around the blending of mainstream sports and professional wrestling. The setup: Jade Cargill's explosive WWE arrival. Jade Cargill made a major splash when she officially signed with WWE, bringing with her an already established presence from AEW. Known for her athletic prowess, strength, and charisma, Cargill quickly became a fan favorite. With her striking physique and undeniable presence, she was poised to be a future WWE superstar. She had a dominant reign in AEW, and many wondered how she would transition into the larger-than-life world of WWE. From her first appearance, it was clear that WWE was positioning Cargill as a major force within their women's division. Her dominant wins, fiery promos, and her willingness to embrace the spotlight made her a standout figure. It wasn't long before she began to be involved in some of the most talked about angles in WWE, and her connection to the WWE Universe started to solidify. However, nothing prepared fans for what went down on SmackDown that night. A-Rod's surprise appearance. Enter Alex Rodriguez, better known as A-Rod. The MLB legend is synonymous with baseball greatness, but his presence in WWE had always been a topic of speculation. While many celebrities have made their way into WWE's fold, A-Rod was no stranger to the world of sports entertainment. He had appeared at various events and made a name for himself as a celebrity who transcended the world of baseball. His appearance on SmackDown wasn't out of nowhere. WWE has often brought in celebrities from different industries to boost viewership, create buzz, and make events more exciting. Rod, with his immense popularity and crossover appeal, was a perfect fit for a special appearance. Fans were aware he would be making an appearance on the show, but what they didn't expect was the chemistry he would share with Jade Cargill. Rod made his way to the ring in classic celebrity style, strutting with confidence. He was greeted by the WWE crowd, who roared in excitement at the chance to see one of baseball's greatest athletes step into the world of professional wrestling. With a microphone in hand, Rod began to speak about the importance of bringing sports together, talking about the thrill of competing in front of large crowds and making history. The crowd was on the edge of their seats, and Rod was feeding off the energy. The unexpected kiss. Just as the crowd thought they knew where the segment was headed, Jade Cargill's entrance took things to an unexpected turn. The SmackDown stage lit up as the music for the towering powerhouse played, and Cargill made her way to the ring, looking as fierce as ever. With her eyes locked on Rod, it was clear that something big was about to unfold. Cargill, known for her boldness both in and out of the ring, didn't waste time. She walked up to Rod with a smile that exuded confidence, before taking the microphone and briefly exchanging words with him. Their banter hinted at a growing chemistry, and fans were eager to see where it would lead. Then, out of nowhere, in a move that took everyone by surprise, Jade Cargill leaned in and planted a kiss on Rod's lips. The crowd gasped, with cheers and laughs filling the arena. The cameras flashed as fans were left in shock. For a moment, it wasn't clear whether this was part of the storyline, or if this was a spontaneous moment designed to leave fans talking. Cargill and Rod pulled away from the kiss with a knowing look, a playful smile from both of them. Rod, looking somewhat taken aback but amused, responded, "Well, that's one way to make an entrance." The moment immediately went viral. Social media platforms exploded with reactions. Fans, commentators, and even wrestlers shared their thoughts on what they had just witnessed. Was this just a clever twist in WWE's ever-evolving storytelling, or was it something more? One thing was certain: Jade Cargill had just made headlines in a major way. The reaction. Social media explodes. As soon as the segment aired, fans flocked to Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit to react to the shocking moment. WWE fans and mainstream sports fans alike were both stunned by the kiss. Many were quick to praise WWE for the unexpected and bold move, while others joked about the chemistry between the two personalities. "Did I just see Jade Cargill kiss Rod on SmackDown?" One fan tweeted, "This is wild. WWE really knows how to keep us on our toes." Another fan wrote, "I'm dying laughing. Jade Cargill just kissed Rod like it was no big deal. I can't even." While some fans took the kiss in stride, others questioned if it was crossing the line, asking whether such a moment was appropriate for a sports entertainment show. However, WWE has long been known for pushing boundaries and creating viral moments that stay with audiences long after the show has ended. This kiss, whether scripted or spontaneous, certainly achieved that goal. What's next for Jade Cargill and Rod? So, what's next for Jade Cargill and Rod after this surprising moment? As with most WWE storylines, it's unclear whether the kiss will lead to something more, but the door has definitely been opened for potential collaborations, both in and out of the ring. WWE's tendency to bring in crossover celebrities to fuel new storylines could easily lead to more interactions between Cargill and Rod. Perhaps this kiss is just the beginning of a new angle where Rod could act as a manager or a special guest in Jade's corner. For Jade Cargill, the kiss with Rod might also be a strategic move to solidify her presence in WWE. She has already made waves with her in-ring performances, but this bold, unforgettable moment shows that she's more than just a wrestler. She's an entertainer. WWE often likes to pair its biggest stars with celebrity figures to create buzz, and this could be Cargill's opportunity to rise to an even bigger level.